Okay. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Glow Up Tribe team training every single Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Tonight's training is going to be amazing. I'm so excited. I am a little bit under the weather, so if I start coughing or choking on my words, bear with me because my throat is so sore. So I apologize, but luckily I'm not going to be talking a whole lot tonight, which I'm really excited about because we're going to hear from literally the most amazing people ever. Like, I don't want to give it all away yet because I first want to do some takeaways from the event this weekend and then I want to get into it. But like, if you are not on here and ready with a notebook and pen and you haven't told all of your new people, all of your team to be on here with us, you are seriously like cutting your paycheck in half right now. Like, definitely be here, be present, and be ready because I don't know about you, but like, I'm ready. If you want to grow your team, go type me in the comments right now of this chat. If you're ready to grow your team faster than you ever have before, okay? Like, we're going to hear some of the best tips and I'll get to that in a little bit. Don't worry. So if you guys are here, if you're new to our team, if you've joined in the past, let's say 60 days, can you say hi in the chat and let us know where you're from. We just want to welcome you to the team. And if you've been here for a while, just say hi in the chat and welcome everybody because we are pretty much the fastest growing team. We are definitely the fastest growing team on the Empire, which is the fastest growing team in the industry. So we are growing at a rapid pace. I mean, it's absolutely insane. I am so blessed. I feel so honored to be with you here with you guys, So yeah, welcome everybody, all the newbies. It's so exciting. So if you're here with us, like I said, have a pen and paper ready. Be present here with us and turn your cameras on if you can. I really find, and I do this for, the Empire Zoom as well, is when my camera's on, I'm more present here with you guys, right? Like when I'm here and I'm sitting up and I'm taking notes, rather than just like laying down or whatever, I just find that I'm more present. I'm here. I'm ready to absorb all of the information. So if you're not naked, take off your camera, like turn it on, and be here with us. I look like kind of a hot mess, and a lot of us do, and that's the beauty of this job. We don't have to look all great and amazing, and that's the cool part. So I want to start out with some. Sorry, guys, I'm a little off. Reboot. And I'm sick, and so if I seem a little lower energy than usual, top no bra. I love you, Brenda. That's why. So bear with me for a second. But I wanted to do some takeaways from this weekend. For those of you who are new, we had a very quick event on Saturday. I went to the one in Philadelphia, but we had them all over the country. A lot of us showed up, and I'm sure that some of you have some amazing, amazing takeaways from this weekend. I just ask that you keep it to one takeaway and you keep it to like a couple minutes, like no more than 5 minutes tops. Even that is like a little long. Like we just want like a quick takeaway because we do want to get into the training, but I want to hear from everybody. I want to know how everybody's Playbook event went. So if you want, oh shoot, I have to allow you guys to mute yourself. So hold on one second. Okay. Whoopsies. Okay. So if you want to share your takeaway really quick, go ahead and unmute yourself and we're ready to hear it. By the way, you should be taking notes on this as well because I don't know about you, but I got a ton of takeaways and a lot of really, really good stuff that I want to implement. So take it away, whoever wants to go first.
I can go.
Okay.
I can go. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So, hello, everybody. For those who do not know me, my name is Juliet. I have been part of Christina's team for 23 months now. And I went to the Playbook here in Las Vegas. I live in Vegas, so I went to the one here in Las Vegas. And she just did 5 minutes, and I'm really going to try to cut this down. But the main thing was we had Jessie Lee at ours. And she was talking about doing the keto life parties. Now, I came from a party planning company, and I was like done with party planning. I was not going to do any of that because of the work that we had to do before. But I was amazed to find out these tips I'm going to do really quickly. She says 4 to 6 people is fine. We don't have to tell them to invite their friends and try to get 30 to 50 people there. She says the smaller, it's more better that way. It's more intimate. So I love that idea. If you don't have like your upline or somebody there with you, let them know when you're going to do this and get them on Zoom so they can validate you and help close you, especially if you're still new. Okay. Reuse the cups. She sits everybody down, gives everybody 1 cup. She has an assistant. So it's really important that you have somebody with you, whether it's one of your trial customer or someone from your team, and they're behind her. And she will go pour them the drinks, have them all taste it right then and there. And then the person's pouring the next one, and they're just jotting down their favorite flavors, and they're using the same cup. So it kind of goes kind of quickly. The fact that it doesn't take 2-3 hours of my time, she says average is 45 minutes, depending. It can go to an hour. It can only be 30 minutes. So I love that idea as well, because the parties I did were like 3 hours long. Let's see. Provide the paper and pen, the cups, all of that stuff. Have them write down their flavors. Have a little shopping area or shopping room if you're at a home, so that you can go ahead and do their orders. And then you want to ask them if they want to be a VIP, which is technically your smart ship. And you let them know that, the VIPs always start with 2 boxes of nat and a box of cream. And when they do sign up, when you go back out to the area, you kind of make it a big deal and say, hey, you guys, Christina here just joined our VIP, and she got this and this. And that gets other people going, oh, well, I want to be a part of that VIP. So when they go back there, they're like, what does she get? Especially if they know each other, okay? And let's see. Oh, and then the last one is raffles. She does raffles for, like, she grabs their phone and she'll join them on Facebook, and if they accept her friendship or vice versa, they get a raffle. She does it for IG. If they bring somebody, and she doesn't mention what the raffle for, because it's only for 1 packet. So so she waits at the end, and then she does that, and she'll give the packets out, and that's it. So I was really amazed, because I'm going to start doing that this week, and Erin Bees is going to help me. So I'm really excited.
Yay, that's so exciting. I can feel the glow from you. I'm not going to speak in between every single person, by the way. So you guys we'll just relay it off. Just unmute yourself when you're ready. And then we'll,
can I go next?
We'll commence.
Awesome. So thanks for giving me the chance to share. I went to the Dallas. I was like, where did I go? I have such bad reboot brain. So give me some grace. So I was at the Dallas event, and it was so fun just getting to see everyone and hug everyone. And I really loved, so Jessie Lee was not at mine, obviously. And not that I don't love and appreciate her, but it was so fun to be under some of the other trainers, which I haven't had a chance to experience yet. And I really loved, I think her name was Jody. I didn't even know her. She was a last minute change. She was so fantastic. And of course we had Keto Dad, and he had such great energy and such great tips. And I think my favorite takeaway, yeah, she was awesome. Thanks for putting her name in there so I can follow her. So, but my favorite takeaway was, and I can't remember which one of them said it, and I think they both may have actually, was they talked about offering 3 opportunities to people when you're getting ready to close them. So let's say you share the campfire video and they're interested, you go over their questions and everything like that. So, you could say to them, so there's 3 options to get started. The first option is we can start a pack. You get to experience all the flavors, products, out, see how delicious it is and how easy it is to incorporate in life. The second option is we can get you started straight from the website, get you a full experience, sign you up for our VIP program. So that way you can save 22% off forever and get free ketones 4 times a year. Or the third option is you can also get started and then make some additional income on the side. So which one works best for you? So basically you're canvassing all of your people and just a really friendly, supportive, loving way to either, do you want a trial pack? Do you want to start from the website? Or are you also interested in the business? So I think that's going to be, I'm really excited to try it. I've sent a few messages that way today. I've been playing around with it and I'm really liking the way the energy feels.
This is Agnes. You hear me? Okay. My takeaway was I was just blown away by all the stories from people and how this product has helped them. And it's actually made it easier for me to talk to people about the product, because what I got from this is that by not sharing and telling people about the product, I could be missing out on helping someone that really needs it. So that was the biggest thing for me.
Hello, I'll go next. Can y'all hear me? Okay, so I went to the one in Dallas, and being new, like I still kind of get nervous bringing up the whole conversation, transitioning from just having that casual conversation to actually talking about, the ketones and the business. And so I think for me, the one big takeaway was don't be scared to do the ask. Get out there and ask the question, be genuine in who you are, but then ask the question and don't be scared from it. I think that was my biggest takeaway.
Anybody else? I know a lot of you guys went. If not, we can dive into the training. And I know some of the the people who are training went to Playbook too, so that's why.
I'm about to start calling out the people I know went.
I mean,
I was at a funeral. I wasn't there. Sorry.
If they don't want to share, that's okay.
I know. I'm just kidding.
I mean, you could, but all right. Last call. All right, I'll share mine really quick, and then we'll get into the recruiting training. So my biggest takeaway, and I literally just went live about this, but it was a really powerful takeaway for me, was I was getting, when it comes to like social media, and some of you guys may be surprised to hear this, but sometimes I too get like stuck, and I get anxiety, and I get like in a funk, and like I don't really know what to post or how to post, or like I just get caught up in my head. Do any of you guys relate to this? Like raise your hand or say me in the comments if you ever relate to this. And so when Kendra got on stage and the social media, yeah, I do. Yeah. You could like see it clearly with how much I post, like how often I post in every single outlet. Like when I'm on fire, you can tell. And so anyways, I was getting, I had stopped going live as often. I had stopped posting as often, and I just was kind of off. And Kendra McMurphy was one of the trainers on our in Philadelphia, which was amazing. And she gets on stage to do the social media training, and I'm getting ready to write down all of these tips, and even though we're a social media team, like I'm always open to learning more. Like that's a lesson in and of itself. Like I never know everything. So I'm like getting ready. I have like my notebook out, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to learn a algorithm hack or a tip or something, right? Like I'm like ready for it. And she just starts speaking about heart and about like getting out of your head and getting into your heart, and about giving more on social media and sharing your heart and your vulnerability, and not worrying so much about how many likes you get or how many comments you get or any of that stuff, and just really just sharing your true authentic life. And I don't know if that resonates with any of you guys, but I know that I can get caught up in, oh my gosh, I only got 100 views on my live video, and I used to get 20,000, and like all this stuff. I can get so caught up in the numbers, so caught up in this, when by the way, just FYI, the number of views does not equal the amount of money that you make or the amount of impact that you make. It's just not true. If 10 people are watching your live video and those are 10 loyal viewers and you're impacting their life, I'd rather have that than, 100,000, right? And so it really just brought me from here to here. And I've been sharing so much on my Instagram and on my Facebook, just like super real, vulnerable me and like some of the stuff that I'm going through because some other stuff had happened. And so I've been sharing that, and you guys, like the feedback I have gotten is out of this world. And like the paradox of it all is I'm getting higher views, higher engagement, higher likes now that I don't even care about it, but I'm like, oh, whatever, I'm just gonna share this anyway. And like all of these people are like commenting and messaging and liking and loving and like responding on my Instagram stories. It's insane. And so it's just everything's coming from my heart instead of like just from my head. And so that was my big takeaway. But yeah, so anyways, let's get into, I asked earlier again, but I want to see who is here and is ready to really build their tribe, build their empire. Like they are ready to bring on more people. Now we're going to have 3 people speak tonight. And these 3 people were not only top in recruiting on the Glow Up Tribe, but they were the top 3 in recruiting on the Empire, which if you guys don't know, there's like 3,000 plus people on the Empire. And I am so proud of this team that the top 1%, the top 3 people all came from the Glow Up Tribe. Like you guys are absolutely insane. And I learn from you every single day. And I'm just like over 4,000 now. It's insane. Like, so listen up tonight because they are going to drop. I mean, one of them I happened to drive to Philly with, and she's like, I'm ready to drop some fire. She told me like 17 times she's ready to drop some fire tonight. So I'm ready for that. But I do want to say one quick thing before we get into it, just to kind of pre-frame you before we go into this. I want you to know that it doesn't matter if you've never recruited a soul in your life. As a matter of fact, if you've never recruited or you don't have anyone on your team right now, can you type me in the comments right now? Because there's a lot. So there is no shame around that, okay? If you've never had a team, you've never recruited anybody, maybe you're scared to recruit, whatever, I want you to know that you can literally go from not having anybody to having an army of people by just literally listening to these tips and implementing them. Like, I cannot say that with more energy to you because it's just so true, you guys. So really listen, really take some notes, and make sure that starting tonight, you implement what you hear tonight, because you can go from an army of 1 right now to an army of 100 in a matter of literally weeks if you just start to follow and implement what these women are going to teach us tonight, because they are the best of the best. If you didn't hear that before, like they are literally top in the industry in recruiting. So I'm super excited. I'm super fired up to hear. The first person that we're going to hear from is the first person I see on my screen, because I'm really excited for this one. I don't know what the heck she's doing, but she is an absolute animal. Like constantly I see new recruit. I'm like, what is this girl doing? So I'm about to unmute the beautiful Kelsey Ray, also known as Kelsey Mixon, also known as the beautiful blue or purple haired goddess. I don't even know what it is. Is it purple now? I don't It's something gorgeous. I have no idea. But she's a beautiful, beautiful human. She's a mama as well. And you guys, we're going to learn so much from her. So I'm going to unmute you, Kelsey, and like, what are you doing? Tell us, please.
Okay, just like Christina, I too am a little bit sick, so forgive me if I'm coughing and like, no, gross. So my throat's a little bit scratchy and I feel horrible. So anyways, I'm just gonna thank you. I first of all, I didn't know until like the last training or whenever it was that I was top 3 in recruiting. Like that's crazy. and exciting. So anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and jump into it. I'm going to tell you guys, to let you know what I'm going to go over, tell you about it, and then you can tell me if it makes sense. So I'm going to tell you, one, how I run my social media for getting promoters, and 2, closing the deal, and then 3, I'm going to do tell you guys how I train my people, and then I'm going to wrap it up for you. Okay, so with my social media, I kind of had to shift my mindset from getting customers to getting promoters, and I really kind of like had to just tell myself that's what I wanted. I told myself, like, I'm ready for this. I'm ready to make that transition. I started doing 30-day live challenge, as I'm sure some of you know. Sorry. And I went live. I think it was like my 6th day going live, and I went live on a Starbucks drink. And I was going out of town. I was like, oh crap, I have to go live today. I was very dedicated to this. And so I was like, oh crap, I have to go live. So I was like, well, let me just go to Starbucks. I went live, ended up going viral, and I got so many leads from that, and that kind of just blew me up. So just go live, even if you think that it's not going to turn into anything, just go live. That really will help boost your algorithm and put you in front of people's faces. And to be honest, I was just going live about it being a keto drink, and somehow I had a packet in my purse beside me, and I was like, by the way, this has a little bit of caramel drizzle in it, which might throw me out of ketosis, but guess what? I can drink this and be back in ketosis, and people are going crazy over it. So anyways, do the lives, because that's a huge thing that I do. And then after I did that live, I was literally living my best life that weekend. So I went live from this beautiful island that I was on, and it just turned into a business live, because I was telling people that, like, I love what I do because I'm able to change lives, and I'm able to live such this like amazing lives. And they want that, you know? And so it just turned into me saying, well, if you want to change people's lives, if you want to make people happy, if you want to live your best life, then drop the word biz in the comments. And I always do a call to action. So just drop the word biz in the comments. And it blew up too, and I didn't even expect that. To business live. So also, I'm very consistent on my Facebook and very inspiring. Like, I just show people like what they want, you know? So everybody comes to me and they're just like, oh my God, you're so inspiring. I want to do what you do. They love that my life is based around being healthy and inspiring. So they're like, you know, of course, naturally, they're just like, they want to be like me. So, and I'm not being like conceited when I say that. They literally tell me this. But I'm also very openly excited about like changing lives. Like, I post things on my story all the time, and I say, you know, are you changing a life today? Because I'm sending out these trials right now, and I'm pretty sure I'm about to change 10 people's lives. Like, people like that. They're like, dang, you know, I want to be a part of that. And I tell them too, like, I'm a part of something that's so much bigger than just drinking a drink every day or making money on social media. Like, it's amazing. Another thing is, I take risk, and people love transparency. Be very transparent with your people and just be open and honest, because they're going to definitely feed into that. Be active in your groups and making your friends. I'm sure some of you already know all this stuff. Be consistent in your customer chats, especially with your business blitz. Like, I'll post like when we have sales on the promoter kits all the time, and I actually got 1 or 2 of my girls from my customers because of that. And then be consistent in posting, and be consistent in We Prove It, because everyone that you add to the We Prove It group is going to see you posting in there. So that's going to be awesome, because they will eventually come to you if they're really interested in it. One thing that I started doing lately is like pre-coaching the people who are already willingly promoting your drinks. So if you sell someone a trial and they're posting it on their story or on their Facebook, like, sometimes I'll have to go and say, hey, you know, I don't really like to post the business name, you know, create curiosity, and I'll start coaching them. And before you know it, they're just like, oh my God, I have these people interested. What can I do? How can I join the business? And so, you know, you get recruits from that way too. So now number 2, I'm going to talk about closing the deal. The first recruit I ever got was actually an accident. He was a customer, a pretty good customer. And he was just like, hey, you know, I kind of just want to make some products, make some money off of this, because I'm drinking it anyways, and I think I'm going to get my parents on, whatever. So he came in on, but the rest literally came to me, and majority of them were not customers. And that's a big deal to me, because these people had never even tried this product before, and they believed in me enough to, you know, be like, okay, well, I want to do this. Like, I want what you have. I need to change my life. So I always pitch the business to people who say that they can't afford it. Like, you can't really be afraid of people telling you no, or people like shutting you out. If they shut you out, they shut you out. It doesn't matter. There's more people out there. So like, if someone's like, oh, yikes, that's expensive, I can't afford that. And I'm like, well, I always share the options of how to drink for free with a smart ship and 2 people. But, I always bring it up to them about like, well, why not just try and sell it? Because you could get way more products, So then let's see, going to my notes. So getting them on the product, you really do want to get somebody on the product for them to be just as fired up as you are. So I'll tell people, when you join, if they are wanting to buy like a 10 or 15-day trial, they're already going to spend that money. And I'll tell people, when you join, you'll get more boxes of product. So why not just save your money, get a experience pack, and unlock all the goodies, like all the training. You got to emphasize on that too, is like for people who are pre-selling, like it's great to pre-sell and you want to pitch that, but also like let them know that like even coming in with a box and a box of cream and the promoter fee, like that is going to unlock so much training for you. And it makes it so much easier than to stress out over pre-selling. So if you can just get them in with that, that's a good idea. But I will say it is really good to get them on the mini experience pack or the larger one. Like, I don't really say to bring everybody in on 1 box of Nat and 1 box of cream, but it's still doable. So you also need to know your options as well. So I always usually explain everything in detail without sharing information that they didn't ask. So if someone's like, okay, well, how would I pre-sell? I just explain it like you create curiosity, briefly run down like how I run my Facebook, and then sharing their story. And it gives them a little bit of security, a feeling of security, knowing that like, you got them. Another thing that I actually did a lot when I brought on majority of my people was using voice messages. Like, they can hear the excitement and the like pureness in your voice. So you need to really make them understand that you're here for them, because for me, like, I'm here for everyone that I have brought in, and they need this, because this will change everybody's life. If they do what they're supposed to and if they're coachable, this will change their life. So everyone, I think, needs this. So get really personal, and I've had most of my girls come to me with their problems before they join the team. And, I tell them that they need this, and I got their back. Always reassure them that you got their back. You're not just going to leave them hanging as soon as they sign on. And there's a whole community out here of people who've got their back as well. Give all the promoter pricing options. So there, like I said, you really want to bring them in on the mini kit or the big kit, but like I said, you can customize your kit. So what I do and how I brought in a lot of my people was, there was a sale going on. I believe there was a sale going on whenever I brought my people in, and so you could customize your kit. So if there's a 22% sale on everything on the site, you can customize a kit and get them in on 2 boxes and a cream, or 1 box and a cream in the promoter fee. And it's like, I think $200, $200 or $300. So people are more likely to be like, okay, let's do this. And then they will also have more products if they do it that way as well. So try to get them in when you have sales. So to do that, go into your messages and search all of your business conversations that have to do with a sale, or that have to do with businesses, and let them know about the sale and say, hey, I can customize a kit for you. Everything is on sale right now. Let's get you in. Tell me what's your budget. Let's try to get you in, and let's do this. Let's unlock all the training. Let's change your life. Really like emphasize how much training and support gets unlocked when they join as a promoter. Especially if you have people that are taking a little bit longer to pre-sell. You kind of, because one of my girls, she was pre-selling for a while and things just weren't really happening. And so I told her when the sale was going on, I was like, let's get you in on the kit. Let's unlock all these groups for you. Let's unlock all the training. It's going to like take some relief off of you. And so she did, and she's doing a lot better than she was. So that's good. Consistently post and reach out until they tell you no. I mean, honestly, I don't care. Like, if you're interested in the business, like, I'm going to like, not like 5 messages with no response now, but I will, say once a week, like, hey, are you still interested? And more times than none, they're either going to tell me no, or they're going to go ahead and get it over with and join my team, because they're like, this lady's not leaving me alone. So anyway, so they buy the kit, they're in, the game is on. Tell them how proud you are of them, for taking that step, because it is a big, for the people who came in with me, it was kind of like a big deal, because like I said, some of the girls that came in with me didn't even try the product at all. So I was very proud of them for doing that. And I think it's definitely paying off for some of them. Hopefully they can attest to that in the comments. If they're watching, I'm not even sure. Because people need recognition, and they definitely deserve it. That's why we're a family here, and that's why we're so different than any other companies, because we don't just like leave you hanging. You know, we create group chats for our promoters, and that's a really amazing thing. Group chats are just amazing, because like there's too much to keep up with every individual person, and I'm always checking in on my girls. Like I mean, I have one guy, but you know, he's whatever, but I'm always checking in on them to let them know that I'm here. And, you know, do you have any questions? I'm always posting in my group chat for my promoters, you know, like little tips and tricks here and there. You know, I give them. So, all right, this is number 3. I'm going into like how I'm training my people, right? So I'm giving them basically tips on how I run my social media. And I always tell them to watch people, like watch my Facebook, watch Jesse's, watch Christina's, watch Luna's, watch anybody who inspires you, because that's really how I learned. I was watching Jessie Lee a lot. Like I would study her product lives. Granted, I would consistently try to like recreate her product lives, and it never worked out that way, but she inspired me so much that I learned a lot from watching her lives. So get your friends list up, get your algorithm up, be consistent with posting your stories, create curiosity. These are the things I'm telling my promoters. Bring value to people, attend training as much as possible, and ask questions. I was the type of person that asked questions so much that my upline is my aunt, by the way. She was like, listen, girl, listen, because I just ask questions so much. And so yeah, that's how I tell them to run their social media. So all of your future recruits are definitely watching you. All of my girls that came in, they were watching me for a while, and they're going to do what they have been seeing you do the entire time they've been watching you, you know? So like, just do whatever you are going to want your future promoters to do. Like going live every day, consistently posting in your stories, show them how your social media should be looking. It should be all about you. Like, I don't mind posting a selfie every day, like, because that's my Facebook, you know? I mean, granted, I don't do that, but, so yeah, I'm very consistent with checking in with them. I don't I don't forget about them. And like I said a minute ago, I post, things in my promoter group, and always make sure that I give them a DMO so I really want them to accomplish one thing every single day. So make sure that, you know, your promoters, when you do get them, have something to accomplish every day. Even if they are busy, just say, hey, if you're watching this training, if that's all you're doing today, watch this training. If all you're doing is posting you drinking your drink on your story, well, then do that. Oh, and then there's one thing that I do want to say that I started doing, and this is not for recruits. This is for getting people in SPR. I started doing this recently. I have like, I don't know, 500 comments at a time on a keto kitchen that are all like group, because, you know, you say drop the word group. So what I do, I'll go and add them to the group, and then I'll comment under their comment and say added. Then I will message them with the link to SPR and say, hey, I added you to the group. When they respond with something, usually they do respond. They say thank you or whatever. Say, are you new to keto? And then they'll say yes, no, whatever. And then I'll say, well, what do you know about exogenous ketones? And then that kind of starts the script. And more times than not, I'm able to get them in SPR. And I just thought that was a really cool thing that I started doing recently. I don't know if anybody else has done that before, but it's a really awesome thing to do, because sometimes those people that you add to the group will kind of like, you know, fizzle out or whatever. So especially if you're not very active in posting in SPR. So number 4 is overall, show people basically what they want, show them a life that they want to live. And I'm really good at doing that. I'm very transparent on my Facebook with everything, because my life truly is great because of this company. And so just be very proud and be very confident and push that passion, because you really can't expect someone to believe in something that you don't believe in, because they're going to be just as passionate about it as you are. So I think that's pretty much everything.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Kelsey. I appreciate you. If you guys got some value out of that, make sure you say thank you in the chat. And you can also tag her on Instagram. She's at bougie-boss-babe, which I love. Just like, that was amazing. I took so many notes, honestly. But I think the biggest takeaway, and I don't know if you guys saw that too, is that her posture is just, it's on point. And I don't mean her physical posture. I mean, like, she literally just believes in this business so much that she doesn't care if you say no. She doesn't care if she has to follow up a million times with you. She doesn't care that she has to, you know, she's saying, oh, I'm changing lives. She's out there. She's loud. She's proud about it. Like, how many of you guys are kind of keeping this to yourself a little bit? You know, think about that and go inward a little bit and say, like, am I keeping this to myself? Because how many of you guys has this, let's put ketones aside for a second. How many of you guys has this a business and this team changed your life? Like, raise your hand or put me in the comments if this has absolutely changed your life, because I'm putting a big old me. Like, I love ketones, don't get me wrong, but this business, the mentorship, the group chats, the group Zooms, the family, the personal development, the everything. Like, think about all the things that has changed your life from this business, and be more loud and be more proud about this, because you do. You have to ask for the sale. Kelsey said it. You have to ask for it, right? So anyways, that was amazing. Thank you so much, Kelsey. We are going to transition to a very, very fiery woman who I got to spend a lot of time with this weekend. It was so fun. And she told me, I said this before, but she told me about a million times in the car. She's like, I've got some fire to drop on recruiting. I mean, she always drops fire. So I'm just ready to hear all of this. You guys, she's the Empire's newest champ, right? I think she's still the newest champ. She is amazing from Jersey. I'm going to bring on Amanda Hadzimachalis.
Hey everybody. All right. So I'm going to try and, spit this out, but holy crap, Kelsey, you're amazing. I just want to shout that out real quick. Like, seriously. So I want to start off by asking if you seriously do get value from these Zooms, and if you are seriously being true to yourself and actually implementing what we're trying to say. If you are, then just say yes in the comments over there, because I do want to say that people pay big bucks for this training, guys. Huge dollars. Like, when I say dollars, it's not like $50. It's like $1,000 for you guys to get the support and these type of Zooms on a weekly basis, like every single week, right? And also, I really want to put it out there, like, time is money, right? So it's like, if you're not going to implement what we say, then is it worth it? You know what I mean? Like, if you're truly, really getting value from what we're saying, then you really need to start doing what we say to do, because we don't say these things for no reason, right? Like, Kelsey said that she literally is a huge inspiration. She knows she is, right? So you guys have to, like, believe in that, have belief in yourself that you can truly be an inspiration for somebody else as well. So your business will literally take it to the next level. Like, wow, like Christina knocked that in the butt too, like her posture. And that's kind of like a real big note that I forgot to mention in my notes over here, is your posture and your confidence and your belief, guys, really, really, really has to be there, right? If you truly, truly, truly believe in this product and believe in this company and you see a future for yourself, then your posture should be a little higher than it already is, and your confidence in the success is going to show off for you in the long run, right? And your belief, it's just all going to kind of like, swing in there, and it's just really all going to come together. Like, she started to mention that people just come in her inbox and ask her about the opportunity. And that's actually the real honest truth. Like, when I get told to, like, do these recruiting Zooms and things like that, and people are like, how do you do it? I'm like, I don't know. Like, I literally just show up and people just ask me about the opportunity. Like, that's just what it is, because I really believe in this success. Like, being at LCD was one other thing all on its own, was actually surrounding myself around people who actually make like $50,000 a month, and it's like nothing. Like, this stuff is real. Like, and you guys really, really, really have to believe it in order for you guys to get some real serious, massive results. Seriously, because it's real. It is right in front of us. You just have to go ahead and take it. So time is money. You really need to implement what you're learning. So, like, do you really want to run a successful online business or not? Like, let me know in the comments over here. Like, if you do, drop a hell yeah, drop a yes, whatever you need to drop. Like, if you guys really, 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 really want to run a successful online business, then you must make a commitment to yourself to get out of your comfort zone and get out of that space that your ego is literally taking over everything for you. Like literally, guys, we were like, I mean, I started this company with no bank account. I owed every single bank money. I couldn't even go get a bank account somewhere. Like, I'm lucky that I actually got one for this business. You know what I mean? But people need to hear those things. Like, you are not the only one who is struggling with that. The only thing that's getting in the way of you telling your stories and you being open and honest with these things is your ego. And it's actually really selfish that we're not talking about it more, because somebody is watching you who really, really needs to hear this stuff. Like, and I literally talk about these on my quote unquote business lives, which I think the word business live is a little thrown out of proportion, a little much. It's really just your honest truth, right? It's really just you being honest with your audience. Like, I didn't have a bank account when I started this. So yes, my audience knows that. Do they see me traveling every single month and spending money on a plane ticket and a hotel room and food and activities? Yes, because now they know I clearly have a bank account, right? Like, so they want to see your progress. And if you're not showing that you're having progress, nobody is going to know. Like, people are not going to read your mind and automatically just think you came from nowhere and now you're at the top, right? Like, people want to see the struggle. People relate to the struggle. People relate to you not being able to afford $20 to put in your gas tank to get to work before you started this company, unless you tell them, right? Like, literally, like, you have to say, like, before this company, I was not able to put $20 in my gas tank. Now I can fill up my gas tank multiple times a week and take multiple trips with my family, right? And do multiple things all the time without even thinking about it or worrying about it. And here's one thing: act as if until you become. Right? So we're not necessarily lying here, because we are selling trials, right? So you are getting money from the profit off of your trial to put in your gas tank. So it's not fibbing, you're just acting a little extra about it, right? Is this making sense so far? My screen like froze, so I don't know if you guys can hear me. But I do want to say, like you have to show up. You have to like watch yourself, because nobody is watching you but you. So we can ask you guys if you guys are finding value in this. We can ask you guys if like you're implementing this stuff, but the only person that really knows that truth is you, right? And that's the beauty about this business, is we do get a ton of, we get to create our own hours, right? So it's like, obviously, we're not going to be up your butts all day making sure you're doing the thing. You have to take control of your own Facebook and your own life and put the work in on your own. That's the beauty about this company and working for a social media network marketing company, is you create your own hours, but you really need to invest those hours into creating and being an inspiration for other people, right? So here's the thing, like, if you guys don't already have a posting schedule that works for you, like, I know everybody's DMOs are not going to be the same, right? So you need to really take a step back maybe one day, think about it for an hour, go to Walmart, get yourself a calendar or a little, I don't know, Stephanie Holben got me a little, let me see, it's right over here. This little thing right here, and I put some notes in there, and I make sure that this day is checked off. I'll show you. I have, let me see over here. Let me see. I have a bunch of DMOs here, right? So I put my DMOs and then I just carry a line down here. So every day I just check off every day and make sure my day is complete. But only you are going to really, 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 really be able to put this into action and create DMOs that work for your lifestyle, that you're going to do every single day and stay committed to it, whether it's 5 new friends or 20 new friends a day, right? Whether it's 5 comments on Simple Proven Results or 5 on We Prove It, right? But all these things are going to set you up in a way where people are going to see that you're active in the community and you're actively showing up. And that's what makes them want to literally come in your inbox and be part of your team, because they see that you're active and you're doing these things. Like, you don't think people see, they do, right? But they're not watching everything you do. So here's the thing, everybody knows about the 10-4-1 posting schedule in the Empire, right? I said this the other night. So do you guys, if you did do this, in the beginning when you first started keto, did you use Carb Manager? Like, just drop me, just let me know if you guys used Card Manager in the beginning, right? Because I think a lot of people are very confused about what to post, how to post, when to post, right? So if you go to the Empire and you look up the 10-4-1, you're going to see a basic schedule, and you're going to have tons of different, you know, ideas for you to post, right? So keep each day like Monday, Motivational Monday, Tuesday, Transformation Tuesday, Wednesday could be about your business, right? And then Wednesday, everybody knows we always do an opportunity event at 9:30 Eastern time, right? So call to action on that business post would be, you know, I have a free open opportunity Zoom tonight, but I only have 5 spots left. Drop me the word opportunity in the comments below if you guys, you know, want to be in on this free call or not, right? Like, but you guys have to come up with what works for you. Motivation Monday, Transformation Tuesday, Business Wednesdays, Thursday, whatever, right? But back to that is, you use the Card Manager for like a month or two, but after that, you're not using it anymore, right? You already know what to do. You already know what to eat. You already know how much fat to consume, right? So you're not going to have to go back to that 10-4-1 every single day of the rest of your life for this business, because it's going to become automatic to you. You're automatically going to know that Mondays are Motivational Mondays and Tuesdays are transfer. Like, I don't even have to look. I just know. Right? And of course, something in your day is going to come up that, you know, you might want to post about that doesn't fall into that schedule. Go ahead and do it. But just make sure you do 3 hours in between and 3 posts maximum per day. Just a side note. Anyway, so consistency is the key, right? So right now, I want you guys to show me your pens and papers, because I want to make sure everybody is taking notes right now. Right? So just like lift it up real quick. I was taking notes on Kelsey's over here. Got some really awesome, you know, things going on. All right, awesome. So right now I want you guys to list 5 things that you love about this business. I'm going to give you a minute. I'm going to take a sip of my water because I get a little dehydrated. So when you guys are done, just say done over there in the comments. Wherever you're taking notes is cool. Just, all right, Christina's done. Damn, girl, that was quick. No. So I'm gonna go ahead and go into it. The other day when I was at Playbook, I posted a picture of all of us there, and I actually went back to my team and I asked them, hey guys, can you guys like, you know, bump my post or whatever, and just comment like one thing that you really love about this company underneath my post, right? And they all did it. But hey, here's the thing. That was actually training in disguise, because yes, you're letting me know. Yes, you're letting my followers know, but it's like, talk about that more. Talk about how you guys love the community, right? Talk about how much support you're getting. Talk about how you probably would have quit keto if it wasn't for the support that you're getting from this company. Talk about how you love waking up every single morning to the chats, right? Talk about how this is where strangers become family. Right? Like, you're telling all of us your struggles, you're telling all of us your problems before this, but we need to start working on right now, and we need to start changing that and making a 1-degree switch so your followers can see that you're overcoming those struggles, you are becoming a different person, and you need to stay consistent in that and show them this once a week. You literally need to talk about this once a week, because you're going to notice different things that are happening and different benefits that are different things that you love about this business as you go. Because a lot of everybody that comments and says they love the community and they love the support haven't even experienced an event yet. An event is going to change your life. Like, it is literally going to, you're not even going to believe what you're about to see. Your business is going to blow up. But here's the thing, when you go to these events, you must talk about it. You must go live when you're there. You must, like, I literally take picture of myself in front of 50 to 100 people walking by of me with a plane behind me, because people eat that shit up. They literally love when they see a plane in the background. Like, you're going away? Holy moly, like, I want to go. And then guess what I did on my live? Who wants to hang out with me? Drop a 10 below in the comments. Like, I am the coolest person on the face of the earth, right? Like, drop a 10. So what do? I go message all those people that drop 10s, and I say, hey girl, I want to hang out with you too. That would be awesome. What do you do for work, if you don't mind me asking? Oh, I'm a teacher. Great, you must love it. Have you ever considered running an online business through your phone like I do? So you can whatever, No, I never did. Awesome. Can I add you to my opportunity group and tag you in a quick video that might change your life or that helped me? Or can I add you to my opportunity group and tag you in a quick video so you could see if you think that you would be a good fit for my team? Then you tag them in a Jessie Lee video, and I have one specific one that is amazing. I'll tag you guys or whatever. It's hard. It's in the videos and albums, and it's a 25-minute long Jessie Lee video that she did. And literally, I tag them. I say, tagged. Can you let me know when you're finished? They don't even send me a thumbs up or let me know. They're just like, holy shit, she is amazing. I need that in my life. And I'm like, great, what questions do you have before we get you started today? And they're like, price. And I literally drop the mini pack and the experience pack. It's actually a script from Luna that works every single time. There's literally no other option. It's mini pack or experience pack. And I'll copy and paste it. It is from Luna, but I use that every time. And I say, which works? I say, I chose the larger kit because I knew it would set me up for the most success, because I did get the larger pack and it did set me up for the most success. And you can see that through my progress on my Facebook posts, right? So they want to get what I got because they want the most success. And that's the truth, right? So are you guys going to make a commitment to yourself that you're literally going to maybe choose one thing that you wrote down today and write about it? So before I started with this company, boom. Now I am boom, right? And drop it with a selfie of you super freaking excited, right? Like once a week. So even like, let me see over here. I still have a couple notes, so bear with me. So now that we have all those opportunity Zooms, though, there's like one a day, you know, you guys can drop these call to actions and invite these people to these opportunity Zooms because you don't even have to sell the product you don't even have to sell it. Somebody else is selling it for you. So what I do with that is, let me see. So hold on one sec. I'm like all over the place. So I would say, let me see. Hey, Lisa, I'm going to give you a script right now. Hey, Lisa, I saw you liked one of my last posts about my new business. Half of you guys are new, so this works too. Were you just being supportive, or would you like more information with this opportunity? Supportive, because sometimes you'll get people that drop hearts and this and that, but they're not really interested in it, right? Like how many of you guys are like scared to like message people who just liked and loved something, right? Well, they're still being supportive, so you still want to reach out and ask them, right? So were you just being supportive, or would you like more information about this opportunity? Now, let me ask you guys, if they were to say supportive, what would you do? What would you do? Somebody give me something in the comments over there of what you would do if somebody just straight up said, I'm being supportive. Would you just like give them more info, or would you just walk away from the conversation or say, oh, thank you so much for your support? I'm gonna give you guys a way how you can literally flip that, because I do this every time. Thank you so, so much, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. I'd love for you to support me and join us tonight. There's a free Zoom call at 8 p.m. Eastern. Can I send over the link for you? Smiley face. Sure.
You're muted. You're muted. We can't hear you anymore.
My bad. I don't even know where I left off. So
I'll just read it again. Oh no, I need that script.
I just put this like, oh, okay, I'll do it again. So I'll read, hey Lisa, I saw you liked one of my last posts about my new business. Were you just being supportive, or would you like more information about this opportunity? Supportive. Thank you so much, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. I'd love for you to support me and join us tonight, exclamation mark. There's a free Zoom call at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Can I send the link over for you? Smiley face. Sure. Awesome. Just download the Zoom app and use this link to attend, exclamation mark. Join with internet audio to hear, exclamation mark. And I remind them, starts at 8 p.m. I'll set a reminder here and catch up with you after. Sound good? Question mark. Yes. Set a reminder, follow up after. So are you guys following me with that so far? That's exactly what I do. Like exactly what I do. So if somebody says, let me see. Hold on, posting schedule, we did that. Let me get rid of this paper so I don't get confused. Here's another thing that I do is, let me see. So you guys want to talk about the small things? We already kind of went over that, right? Like the gas, the nails. Like if you guys watch my stories, you see that every single time I go to the nail salon, I literally say, I love my office for today, right? And I take a picture of my pedicure and I'm like, oh gosh, I love changing lives while I'm getting a pedicure, right? And then it just gets people curious. Like these are curiosity, and these are more in your stories, guys. That I do these things, but every time I go get my nails done, that's what I do. Every time I buy something for myself, it's because of this company. Every single time I do something, it's because of this company. And that's what I say, because of this company, right? So gas, groceries, like how many people do you guys know that struggle every week to put groceries in their refrigerator for their kids, right? Thanks to this business, I am now able to afford groceries in my refrigerator every single week. If you want more information on how I do this, drop the word opportunity in the comments below and take a picture of you and your groceries, all excited. Right? Like these little things are so huge, so huge. Like your phone bill, guys. Like I remember before I started this company, true story, my mom was paying for my cell phone bill because I was on disability and I had no bank account. So you best believe I talk about that. And you best believe I tell them that I paid my cell phone bill every single month, right? And I also want to say that every single month is the best month ever, and that needs to be exaggerated on your stories as well. I don't care if you make $5 extra or $10 extra a month, it's still the best month ever, and everybody needs to know that. Like some people, like I posted on Friday once, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is the biggest weekly pay I've ever had before. And there's other people in direct sales and marketing that watch my stories and your stories also, and they message me and they're like, holy crap, you guys get weekly pay? Like they don't get weekly pay. So I'm getting a big, huge bonus on the 15th, which is the best check of my life or the best bonus of my life. But I'm also telling them on Fridays, this is the best weekly pay I've ever gotten. And on Sundays, oh my gosh, where did this money come from? I didn't even know it was coming. How many of you guys notice that you guys have $10 in your accounts, in your wallets? Are you telling people this stuff? Are you saying like, oh my gosh, like I literally like, don't even know where this money came from and now it's just magically appeared in my wallet? How many people would die for that $10? Don't say the amount, just say, I can't believe that this money just appeared out of nowhere, right? Drop the word opportunity or drop the word biz if you want more info. And then after that, all you do is ATM them into We Prove It. We Prove It is where we put all the business lives, tag them in the Just You Leave video. It's a 25-minute long video. It's under albums videos. Okay, and that's the one. That's literally the game changer right there. So if you're going to traveling to events, this is completely off topic, but I am 100% firm believer in events. Every single time I go to an event, my business changes drastically, whether I sign 30 recruits or whether I have more mental capacity of the direction that I'm going with my life in this business than anything. Think about it as an investment in your future. Like I hated going to college. I hated school. I hated homework. I hated investing in college, but I love investing in my future with this company. So think about that like that, all right? So stories you're gonna wanna post all the time. So I know that you guys get, let me see. Oh, in my customer chat, sorry if I'm going a little long. If you guys want me to keep going, just say keep going or something or stop, whatever. But let me see, customer chat. Every single time a customer upgrades to a promoter, I literally go in, I remove them from the chat, and just so it doesn't look like I'm being shady, I'm just removing somebody from the chat. I'm like, oh my gosh, Donna just upgraded to a promoter, and I'm so excited about it. So that way everybody's like, holy shit, I want to upgrade to a promoter too, you know? So that's one thing that I do too that really works. I've gotten a lot of questions from that too. So we already talked about the best month ever. You have no idea how that wallet money came through, whatever. Play the game, put on the show, act as if until you become. And here's the thing too, like a lot of people do say, like let's say you're talking about, let's say that you guys are trying to sell a 10-day trial. You guys with me? Give me a thumbs up. So if you're trying to if you're closing out with a 10-day trial or trials or whatever, and they say anything's too expensive, I say, gotcha. You might need ketones more than I thought. What do you do for work if you don't mind me asking? I'm a teacher. I say, awesome, you must love it. Have you ever considered running your own online business like I do for more money? They'll say no or yes. And I'll say, awesome, can I add you to my opportunity group and tag you in a quick video so you can see if you think you would be a good fit or not? Sure. I tag them, they send me a thumbs up. I ask them, awesome, what did you like best? That's if they're not already telling me what they liked best. And then I say, what questions do you have before getting you started today? And that's all the business tips that I think I can give to you guys. The only thing that I ask is, if you don't understand this right now, is go over the replay, watch it again and again and again until it actually makes sense to you. Because I'm telling you right now, if you're literally ready to freaking explode your business and make $50,000 a month plus, then you need to do these things, and you need to stay consistent, and you need to watch it until you get it. I love you guys, and I literally just want the best for all of us, and I know it's there, and I know it's possible. So just stick with us, play the game, act as if until you become, and I hope you guys go live tonight and talk about what you love most about this business. So, I love you guys.
Damn. That really was fire. You weren't kidding. Oh my gosh, that was amazing. You are being bombarded in the chat about wanting the scripts. So you guys I'm sure Amanda will help put something together, but just be patient. She's got one of the fastest growing teams that we have. And so I'm sure she's happy to help, but we will try and work and get those scripts together, because they were like, that was amazing, Amanda. Like, you dropped so many scripts. I don't even know. I started writing some of them down. Remember also, I mean, if somebody watches the replay, I'll get the replay up tonight, and you start typing them out, or she can get them in the glow up. But if somebody watches the replay and types them out, you can do it that way as well. Because I know she dropped a ton of scripts and they were amazing. What was I going to say? Reboot brain. Oh, so what I was gonna say was, really quick, and then we'll have our last person on to kind of close this out. Are you guys still here with us? Are you guys like ready? You're like learning all the things. You're still here. If you're still here, drop some hearts in the comments or me's, because we still here. We still learning. But what I wanted to say was, excuse me, was with Amanda's whole training, I feel like she gave us these like tips and so many different things, where, you know, you're filling up your gas tank, you're going on a plane, you're doing this, you're doing that. And it's like, I feel like so many of us, like, we don't have, like, Amanda has this brain where she trained it so that does anyone know what your RAS system is? Your reticular activating system. If you know what that is, drop a me in the comments. So Amanda's got a high RAS for recruiting, if you can't tell. So what that means, really quick, is like, when you want to buy a yellow car and you start thinking about yellow cars, all you see on the road is yellow cars, right? Like, has that ever happened to you guys? So with what Amanda was talking about, and with recruiting, I think it's really important to start setting your intention that, hey, like, okay, I want to start recruiting more. I want to start seeing things and sharing things about recruiting more, and setting your brain and training your brain to understand that, like, when I get gas, I can share that on my Insta stories. When I'm at the airport, I can share that on my Facebook post. When I'm going live, I can drop little hints here and there, because it really is super simple, but a lot of us don't have our brain set to that because a mountain of reasons, right? But if you, again, who wants to grow their team here, right? If you want to grow your team, let's start training our brain to start, okay, I'm going to start looking and focusing on ways that I can share this opportunity with others. And I'm not kidding. There are probably like 100 ways in just one day that you can share this opportunity with others. So I think that's really cool. And Amanda, we need those scripts. Everybody's like dying for the scripts. But last but not least, to close us out. I am so excited. I mean, she really doesn't need much of an introduction. A lot of you guys know exactly who I'm bringing on. She's always top in recruiting. She's always top in sales. She's always killing all the things. She moved her family all the way over to Maui. She is our, do you guys want to hear from our 100K pro champion? I mean, does anybody want to hear from her? Because I kind of do. I'm kind of ready for that. I'd like to learn. Luna, I like this. So Luna, Ashley, I'm bringing you on to take us out, girlfriend.
Hey guys. All right. So I don't know if anybody else has reboot brain, but I came from a background as a teacher, so I know some of y'all are starting to get burnt the F out right now. Y'all are really sweet, but I saw the 3 people who were like, yeah, I'll hear from Luna. I promise you, this is just one thing, and then we can go and down some pink Himalayan sea salt. Okay, so amazing scripts, right? Do all the things that they just said. This one thing I would encourage you to maybe open yourself up to if it feels good to you. If you've ever sold a trial before, just go ahead and comment me below, especially those of you guys who said, I don't have a team. If you've ever sold a trial, I would love to know if you sold a trial. If you can sell a trial, you can recruit. Just FYI. So before your next one, well, I can't talk, reboot brain. Before you have your next trial, conversation, whatever, and you can go back, write some of the scripts to the people you've sold before, use some of those. But for your ones moving forward, I would encourage you, as soon as they've purchased, you've sold your 5-day trial, whatever, super excited, they don't have it in their hands yet, to message them and say, just curious, may not be your thing, but if you love this, like, I know you're gonna love it and you like think you're gonna love it, would you be open to learning a little bit more about what I do? They're not gonna tell you no. I just got all of your trial people, and did we prove it? They're now super excited. They're now like, oh, I can get paid for a product. Oh, I can make some cash. Yeah, okay, so that's your one tip. Every single trial person that you sell your trial to, after you get the money in hand, ask them if they would be open to looking at what you do. Totally cool if not, right? Like, totally fine. And also, I'm sorry, I worded that wrong. It's totally cool if this isn't your thing. Would you be willing to look at what I do? Always end with a question. Some of you guys, I'm serious, you're missing out on sales because of that one thing, that one human psychology. Like, but I'm saying the script. Go back and look at your scripts. Does every single thing that you end on end in a question? Because if it doesn't end in a question, you might be like, Luna, that's so silly. Try me for a week and tell me I'm silly. When you're making a little bit more money or a lot more money, depending on how much conversation you're having, okay? Let's see. Yeah, that's it. That's all I've got for you, because I know you're tired. I know I've got reboot brain, and I know that one tip will change your business. So
that was amazing. Like, that's so powerful, though. Like, you don't even need to say anything else. Who's committed to implementing that? Like, right now, seriously. Are you committed to implementing that? Drop a yes in the comments if you are. Because I sure as heck am. I just sold a bunch of trials in the past couple of days. I'm about to go back to every single one of them and implement that exact question. And then I'm going to go back to Luna and say thank you very, very much. I appreciate you. Seriously, that was amazing. Thank you so much, Luna. And yeah, I think we all have reboot brain here. It's all good in the hood. Some of us are getting sick, and that's life. But I love you guys so much. This was amazing. Oh, we have events coming up. Let me announce that before we go really quickly. You guys heard Amanda throw down about events and about investing in yourself and growing your business. The more events you go to, the more money you make. Like, it's just, you're growing yourself. You're investing in your future. And so there are 2 main events coming up in October. From October 17th to 19th in Dallas, Texas, we are having our Empire University. I know that there are some people who might have some cheaper tickets available, I'm pretty sure. So if you do want to go to Empire U, and you'd like a discounted ticket, I don't know why you wouldn't, you can message me, I guess, and I'll figure out who had the discounted ticket, and I'll connect you guys, because that's the only way I can think of right now. But it's, like I said, it's in Dallas, Texas, and also, like, I don't want you to think money, like, if money is your thing holding you back, like, talk to your upline, because we can work through it to get you there. Also, a lot of us room together, you know, a lot of, I'll pay for a meal, like, there's plenty of ways to get there. So there's that. And then on the weekend after, and it's only Saturday and Sunday. So I wrote it down, I don't remember what it is. I think it's the 28th and 29th or 28th and 29th. It's literally only Saturday and Sunday. So for those of you who wear who work a full-time job, you can go to Hacking Better. It's our proven event, so it's our company event. It's not the 26th. I wrote down the 28th, 29th. Am I wrong? But anyways, it's in Louisville, Kentucky, and like I said, you don't have to, 26th, 27th. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, so that's it, you guys. It's an amazing event. I don't know what else to say, but it is over the weekend, and so yeah, reach out to your upline if that's a better date that you can make. And that's it. I don't know how else to close this because my reboot brain is really kicking in, but I love you guys so much. Thank you for showing up. Those who show up, glow up. Thank you to Amanda, Luna, Kelsey, and everybody who shared their takeaways and with Playbook. I will leave this open for you guys if you want to do a working Zoom. I'm going to stop the recording.